Dude, I've lost that kick for a while, but I'm glad I'm back. And this time, I know. I just want to say this time we're really taking this seriously. But before all this drama ceases, I just wanted to crown this with all this video, and it's called Zooming In. So, zooming in, I think this, I'm really a literal person, and sometimes I don't get it. Maybe but it's serious. So zooming in, so like binoculars, zoom in, like you really bring things in. This is what this video is all about. And in zooming in, I was just gonna say, for all those past videos, 3 4 videos I've posted, and the other videos from my previous partner, the zooming in of those videos, I think the intent was all about money. So as long as those videos are in there, and that's just what, I don't think you guys will take me seriously. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Videos are up. It's always going to be about money. It's not about us airing our dirty laundry and sharing on social media or YouTube. Or it's not about us trying to gather some PT because, we didn't work. But I think in terms of that, so if you see those and you're trying to understand it, no, like somebody's got to get paid. And sometimes the spicier it is, you get paid. I think that drama is over. And I think the video receipts and the vocal receipt I thought I heard might never make it on YouTube. And I'm glad. I mean, maybe because this was tiring, right? You guys were calling for truce. And I think the truce has come. But time will tell. My request were the 3 points, from the very get-go. The very get-go was just keep my name out of your mouth and keep my kids' vulnerable moments out of YouTube. And the third request was don't teach my kids to lie. So I think those 2 requests are easily met. The third request is still kind of iffy, but we can live with that because that's why the functionality of these videos are super duper important because my kids live it. And by the way, Yuri and Desomi, they're great. Like if we go back to the zooming in chapter,
let's go, Yuri, come on.
like zooming in the past parental week as a dad, I have never felt so fulfilled. And I'm glad this happened because this kind of puts everything into perspective.
You want to ride in the back too? Okay.
Yeah, we go.
Go to frozen yogurt again. Oh, man, according to me, a table can you think that they can pick up truck?
Hey, we're thinking Mr. Bean.
So, for all of you who are worried about the kids, I want to say this is probably the best thing that would have ever happened to them. And so there's no worry here. Like, or maybe it's just me, but I guess because they're my kids, they might have that part of me. Because if my dad was a drunk and I ended up being a drunk, that would kind of keep me at ease. Or if somebody was hopping from bed to bed, and I don't know, I just think instead of doing ancestry or family history, sometimes the availability of information is just at the tip of your finger. So if you understand what goes on with you, then you can understand the root cause, and that way you can try be a better person. Don't be like me. If there's anything you got to take about this video, my kids are fine. They're super duper fine. And I guess that's really challenged me to now start like a wholesome videos too, just because if my kids are on social media, I got to keep that rep on social media going there and keep that wholesomeness, because I know, man, they're super duper cute. They're cool. And I think this is the best. Now we are at the best place has ever happened. And the fourth thing about, introduction to new members, I think that happened too soon, but now it's official. Everything is good. We're in a good place. And that was just the only failure that I probably did, because maybe when I did my divorce decree, we could have had like a clause that say, hey, we can't introduce new partners until, X, Y, and Z time frame, maybe 6 months. But that's just my thought. I can do me as a dad, and it's great. From my personal opinion, I think, in relationship, because when you guys watch me, some watch to get entertained, some watch to learn, some watch to do better. So via my eyes and my experiences and what I've done. So I think the takeaway you should take from the past videos, Don't tie a knot if you don't fully 100% in love with somebody. Both partners has to be at par. If somebody is getting in love, and this for my case, and you're hoping to be in love to meet your partner to the top, then that is just wrong. We all make mistakes. And if your partner cheats on you on your first month of marriage, this is like years ago, you gotta make those choices and don't wait for too long to find yourself. And I think another take is before you get into any like strong relationship, make sure you know your person. I gotta stop with all this symbolism and talking in parables and idioms and you know like I gotta yeah I but I can't help it though. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, because what's on my mind? I'm saying it's a good thing sometimes you have to kiss many frogs before you get your princess or your prince. Talking about your financial status, what you're signing up for, I think it's pretty much important in any relationship. Talking about your goals and your ideology, if they mesh, if they clash, then I guess whatever they call red flag, it's just a takeaway. That's all I gotta say. Somebody told me like at personal level and at a video level, my persona kind of changes. But you know, something she said is like, depending on what I'm talking about, then yeah, I take a little twist. But that is just it. I want to say, guys, I appreciate you so much, and nobody's angry. This is just real life situation, and I hope it helps you. And the people who have gone that through, maybe because your situation, there was never a lot of transparency. And so that's why there's a lot of insinuation, a lot of second guessing. And I don't know. I mean, I can't even tell if I'm crazy or not. I don't know. I mean, hey, maybe maturity. I don't know. It's hard being an adult. But you know what? With the dynamics, they say life is too short to we just got to figure it out altogether. But for any of you who think this was an embarrassment, I don't think it was. My journey with my kids from now on, and you'll be here to see how they turn out, and I'll be here too. But you can also slide at King James _ Papa on my Instagram. Comment, subscribe, and Instagram needs some comment section loading. And if you guys are all about that, come and find me out on Instagram, and maybe we can start zooming in together because I'm loving it. This is good. I gotta say, internet is a good thing. I really appreciate the internet police. The amount of information you can just find from the internet. And now I have people sending me these videos about somebody being abandoned by his dad somewhere. I don't know if all that allegation is true, but it's just good to know, if these are correct, then, as a dad, I gotta, yeah, I love my girls. And so, yeah, it just gives me more points to, not that I care about other people's life, but I do care about how my girls turn out. But I guess this has to be the norm. Because on a serious note though, we're at least for me, I'm at a really, really good place. And now the Just James kind of gets, I'm getting like I'm really like, this is real. Like the camera and the people I associate with and I talk to, it feels like really real. But I guess just on a light note, yeah, internet police, I've heard this like 1,000 times, man. You gotta find me. I've heard this about me having a family back in Kenya, and yeah, and just the people from my tribe being like that. If anybody finds that, I think the reward's gonna be great. I give you my word, I'm gonna reward you, and then I'd really know, because I'm a very secretive person. So if that comes out, then 1 hour in the steam room sauna, feel like I've lost 20 pounds. But yeah, it's really over. But I'm glad this truce is good, because it's really bad if your males are still held hostage in your previous address. Come on, Joe Biden. I'm an American. Help me out.